Welcome to Zoom In, Zoom Out. I'm Alec MacDonald. Rotary International is one of the world's largest and most recognizable NGOs, supporting education and fighting disease and poverty internationally. And this year, their international convention is in Taipei. So to find out more about their mission and work in Taiwan, we are joined by Rotary International President Francesco Arezzo and Host Organization Committee Lead Hsieh. I want to start off asking, because we have viewers who may have seen Rotary. It's one of the largest NGOs around the world, but they may not be familiar with what Rotary does. Can you introduce it a little bit?
What Rotary does? Rotary is the most ancient service club in the world. It was founded in 1905 in Chicago, USA. And the aim of Rotary Club is to obtain peace in the world. And of course we cannot stop a war, but we cannot create an atmosphere, an environment in the world where war is more difficult. And so everything we do is to give a better atmosphere in the world. So less poverty, less anger, and more health, more wellness, more economy, to create a better world and to give to the community what they need.
What have been some of the most important projects for Rotary, and how have those changed lives around the world?
Oh, the most important and the most ancient project of the world is the eradication of polio. We began in 1979 alone, and in 1985 we created the Polio Eradication Initiative, the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, with other partners like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, like Gavi, UNICEF, CDS, and so on. A lot of partners that work with us, we work all together to eradicate polio. And the results were really very, very brilliant. Now we have only 2 countries in the world that are still endemic for polio, Afghanistan and Pakistan. But we hope in the next years to finish. But we work also in the field of environment, for example, of health, of maternal and child health, for economy, for literature, for not literature, for education of young people, especially to obtain the education of girls in some countries where girls are really it is very difficult for them to have an education.
The near total global eradication of polio is a truly remarkable achievement. While we were at the convention, we also caught up with Carol Pandak, the director for Polio Plus. Rotary's program focused on eradicating polio once and for all.
You know, our key achievements are really accessing children in areas that have been previously been inaccessible by working with local leaders, building trust in communities, and parents, encouraging parents to have their children vaccinated. Is building trust within communities so that they feel comfortable vaccinating their children. And we do that by engaging with trusted leaders such as religious leaders, traditional leaders, other influencers in the community who communities trust and will be more receptive to having their children immunized because they'll understand that immunization helps protect their children against polio and other childhood diseases. Members in Taiwan have been super supportive of our polio eradication. And if you look around this room, you can see a lot of End Polio Now t-shirts. So they're very supportive, financially supportive, but also politically supportive of the effort.
Over the past year, 2 years, we've seen a lot of new health challenges, though, and trouble accessing global health care. How have the Rotary clubs stepped up to meet these new challenges around the world?
We have spent more than about $3 billion on this project, and we have created an unbelievable network all over the world, because we have vaccinators all over the world. They are able to reach all the communities in the world. The last mile is always the most difficult. It is, but this network is a great, a powerful gun that all the government in the world has against other diseases. I know that when there were problems, for example, with malaria, with other kind of pandemic in Africa or in other countries, the government used our network of vaccinators to reach all the communities.
Can you talk a little bit more about those education initiatives and how you are reaching, because we're facing uncertain geopolitical challenges, economic health challenges. What role does education play in alleviating those other challenges that we face?
If you work for peace, you work at the same time for freedom. And a person that has an education that is able to go to school, to obtain a degree, to have a job, the opportunity to have a job is more free, of course. And so enhance the freedom of people, especially of girls, is a great step toward peace.
Your presidential theme this year is Unite for Good. At a time where, like I said, the world is feeling more divided, how do you hope that members of Rotary will take that message and apply it to how they live their lives?
Unite for Good means that all the Rotarians all around the world have the role to create bridges with other countries, with other people, with other persons, with all the people that they meet during their lives. And we can create a bridge in many, many ways. For example, just in this moment I met a group of students that came here in Taipei to spend 1 year of their life. And that is extremely important, because every year we send about 8,000 students of 17 years, 16, 17 years, to study abroad for 1 year. And this means that they know another culture, another country, another way of life, another language also. And when they stay 1 year in another country, they integrate with the country. They learn to love the country, the new country. They have a second country for them. And this is a small bridge between two different countries. And creating small bridges, 8,000 small bridges every year for 40 years, that is create the comprehension in the world.
Taiwan might be small, but it boasts nearly 1,000 Rotary chapters and over 30,000 members. Pauline Liang is the former Rotary District Governor for Taipei and is this year's convention General Secretary. We asked her why it's meaningful for Taiwan to host this year's convention.
People here are very, very friendly, and so many Rotarians are so willing to be involved in this convention, being volunteers or offering whatever they have. But look at the House of Friendship. This is a great job because we really show our culture. So that is what Taiwan looks like. In fact, many people, many Rotarians, they don't know about Taiwan. And what we think, we want our awareness. People have to know about Taiwan and know what we are good for, because Taiwan is such a modern place, very modernized, cosmopolitan city, and the friendliness shown to all the guests coming here, and our soft power, all our performances, our arts and things like that. We want to show that to the world.
Jackson Hsieh has long been a Rotary member, serving in leadership positions in Taiwan and internationally. He is this year's lead for the convention's organizing committee. The Rotary Convention was supposed to take place in Taipei in 2021. However, because of the pandemic, it was cancelled. So now we are finally here in Taipei. What were the biggest challenges hosting the convention and getting it set up?
Okay, actually, the Rotary Convention, we started planning in 2014. Yeah, So after the 7 years, we got the bidding to 2021. Then we hold the convention. As you say already, because the COVID-19, so we changed to 2026. I think the most challenge because the venue. The venue last time is only for the Thainex, we call the Nangang Exhibition Center. But fortunately, because the 2026 in our Taipei Dome, they opened before 1.5 years ago. So I think this one is very good because now Taipei Dome, because we have stage. So after with the stage, so we can accommodate about 20 to 25,000 Rotarians each session.
How is the Rotary Convention in Taipei different than others? What makes it significant?
I think the most important because the people. The Taiwan very generous, okay. Second one is very enthusiasm, for the Rotarians. Like for example, many Rotary clubs, they have a sister club from Japan, Korea, United States, or from other countries, anyway, from many, many countries. So they send before, from last year, they send invitation, invite all the sister club or sister district. They come to Taipei to the convention. So there are a lot of their sister club or sister district people coming. So in Taiwan Rotary members, they are very generous. Even the House of Friendship just now, grand open for House of Friendship. We have make a Taipei old town, make a new decoration. Inside we have a tea ceremony, we have a scarf making, we have painting, we have many different kind of with other convention. So this is our very, very, very special.
Can you talk a little bit about the work that Taiwan's Rotary clubs do and how that impacts the world and Taiwan's neighboring countries?
Actually, Taiwan Rotary member, almost every club, they have a different service project. Almost everyone. So, of course, they have some big project and some small project. We have some club, they used to make a service project in Nepal, earthquake. Then many school, the classroom story broken. Then they pay them money to repairing, make new class, room. And also every year continue, I think already now more than 10 years. So I think this one is very, very, helpful.
Thank you for watching this episode of Zoom In, Zoom Out. If you want to find more stories like this from Taiwan Plus News, make sure to like, subscribe, or even leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. Until next time.